Hey guys, today's video is going to be a voiceover because when I recorded this video, my voice was completely gone. I'm still recovering, but today's video is going to be a how to apply eyelashes. And right now I'm just going to show you what you need, which are some eyelashes. You don't have to use this, but I find it very handy, and this is called an eyelash applicator. It becomes very useful when it comes to actually applying them. I also suggest having some tweezers nearby. You will also need some mascara to apply on your natural lashes before applying the false ones. You will need some scissors to trim the lashes in case they don't fit to your actual eye shape. And then you will also need a mirror as well. It doesn't have to be this kind of mirror, it can be a compact mirror, but you will need that. And then here I'm just taking some hair clips just to pull back my hair so that you guys can really see what I'm doing. Alrighty, so I zoomed you guys up super close just because I really want you to see what I'm doing. But the first step we're going to do is take some mascara and coat our lashes. You kind of want to just do 1 or 2 light coats of mascara because you're obviously going to go in with falsies. But this is just to really help blend the two together and make it appear as natural as possible, even though it's not natural at all. My eyelashes naturally have a curl to them, but if yours do not, I do suggest curling them before applying mascara. But here I'm just going to show you the eyelashes that I am using. Right now I'm just going to take my fingers and carefully take the eyelash off. I wanted to show you 2 different kinds of eyelashes today. This one has a clear band, as you can see, and they're really flexible and easy to move around. And then these next lashes are a different style, and they actually have a black band. These are ones that are actually meant for you to wear multiple times, so it is a little bit stiffer, and I just wanted to show you that if you do use those, you kind of want to bend them just to kind of break them in a little bit. But right now I am just taking my mirror, and you're just going to want to take this and put it out in front of you to the point where you're going to actually have to look down, and that is crucial when it comes to learning to put on your eyelashes. This is what really helped me. Whenever you're doing this, I always raise my eyebrows so that I can really see where my lash line is, and without any glue or anything, I'm going to take the lash and pretend to put it on my lash line. Right now I'm just using it to measure and make sure I don't need to trim any of it off. For example, this is the second lash, and if I were to use these ones, you will see that they are a little bit longer than my eye shape, so I would need to trim off the excess. And when it comes to trimming these lashes, you want to make sure that you start at the ends of the lash. Just because the way that they're actually made, there's a natural flow to it. So if you trimmed from the front, it just wouldn't look natural at all. So you want to make sure you trim from the ends. And then I'm just going to take that trimmed lash with the mirror, look down, raise my eyebrows, and set it on my lash line and make sure that I trimmed it to the correct size. The lashes that I'm actually going to be applying for this video are the first ones that I showed you, and there's actually no gradients to it, if that makes any sense. The end looks the same as the beginning, so I didn't need to trim, or it didn't really matter where I trimmed it, but in particular I didn't need to trim it, period. But here I am just taking my eyelash glue and I am putting a thin line on the lash band, and this is crucial when it comes to learning to apply these eyelashes. I put a little bit extra on the beginning lash and the end of the lash just to make sure that it's secure, because those tend to pop off in those areas more frequently. One of the first mistakes that people make when trying to learn to apply false eyelashes is either putting too much glue or putting not enough glue. If you put too much glue, you start getting really frustrated because the glue gets all over your eyelid and ruins your eye makeup. And then obviously if you don't put enough, it's just going to pop off. And then the second mistake people make is not letting the glue get tacky. And this is the most important part. They say to wait at least 30 seconds for it to get tacky, but I recommend setting it aside, finishing your makeup, and then applying lashes last. That way it really has time to completely dry, and it is so much easier to work with. Here I'm just doing the same thing, applying the lash glue to the lashes. There is a very cheap lash glue at the drugstore called Duo Lash Glue, and I'm pretty sure they've came out with a wand type and a squeeze tube type. If you've been having trouble with getting the right amount of glue, I suggest using the wand type, just because the squeezy tube you can squirt out a lot and get way too much on your lash. So try that if those haven't been working for you. Now I'm just showing you how I use my eyelash applicator to actually apply the lashes. As you can see, I'm holding it by the lash itself and not by the lash band. That's why that little instrument actually comes in handy. Now I'm just taking my mirror, showing you that you need to put it down to where you're looking down at the mirror, lifting your eyebrows, and I'm going to take my hand and place it so that where I am setting my lashes down on my lash line. I know it's kind of hard to see exactly how I'm doing that right now, but doing the same thing that I had been telling you guys, this is crucial. I always set it down in the center first, and then I secure it either on the outside or the inside. So I set it down in the center, and then I secure it with the outside and then the inner corner. After I do that, I kind of mess around with my lash because sometimes it's not completely secure. So I'll take my fingers and I will push it up against my lash line just to make sure that it's really sticking to it. I really like to do this on the inner and outer corners as well, because like I said, that's where they tend to pop off the most. Sometimes I will grab my eye and pull it, which is not actually really good to do, but for your skin's sake at least. But I like to do that just to make sure that it is on my lash line. And as you can see, it's not completely secure up there. It's actually sticking, but I want to make sure it's really up there. So I'll take my applicators and I will push them up to my lash line. And I highly suggest this as well, or you will just kind of have temporary lashes. They'll pop off. And then after it's all good and secure, I like to take the lash applicators and go in and squeeze my natural lash with the false eyelashes. And that sounds weird, but I promise when you do this, it makes the biggest difference. And it kind of causes your natural lashes to stick to the false eyelashes so that you can't detect your natural lashes. So it all looks like one. For this side, I'm going to show you how to apply the lashes with just your fingers and some tweezers in case you don't have an eyelash applicator. I do have to say, just be very careful with the tweezers because they're obviously pointed as the eyelash applicators are not. So I'm going to take the same lash, obviously, and do the same maneuver. Look down at my mirror, raise my eyebrow, take my eyelash and set it down on my lash line. I set it down in the center first, and now I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to secure the end, and then I'm going to secure the beginning. And I also want to say, make sure that if you use your eyelash or your tweezers frequently to apply your eyelashes, make sure there's no glue on them, because I've actually forgotten about that a couple times, and when you go to secure them, it completely, like, the eyelash sticks to your tweezers and then pull them off, and then it's really annoying. Here I'm just, stretching my eye skin again, making sure that it's completely on the lash line. And then I'm just going to do the same exact thing that I did with the other eye, kind of pull the skin around my eye and take those tweezers and really push it up against the lash line to make sure that it is secure as can be. And then I'm just going to once again take those tweezers and squeeze my natural lash to my false eyelashes. Make sure that they're blended together. And then ta-da! You have your eyelashes on. Sometimes, depending on the lashes that I'm wearing, I'll take some mascara and very lightly coat my natural lashes with the false eyelashes. This is called marrying the two together. It just adds the effect of making it look like natural, kind of, making sure that they're actually blended together. And then I will just make any alterations that I feel like I need to. But yeah, and then I'm just gonna put some mascara on my lower lashes for the sake of this video. And there you have it. This is the end result. I know that eyelashes can be very discouraging, and that's probably one of the biggest things I struggled with when it came to myself, but just keep practicing and you will eventually get the hang of it. But I appreciate you all watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up if it did teach you something. Comment down below, interact with me. I'd love to talk to you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Bye guys. Bye guys. Bye guys. See? I told you I don't have a voice.